The 7 steps of moral listening. So, what comes in your mind when you hear the term moral listening? As a student nurse, we can probably relate it to empathy. We are listening not only to symptoms and facts, but also to the emotions and concerns behind every patient. As a part of a society or a community, we can probably think that when we hear the term moral listening, it means that we listen with respect to others' viewpoints, even when they conflict with your own, to promote harmony. And lastly, as an individual human being, we can probably perceive moral listening to gain insight into diverse perspectives, which can shape our own values, personal growth, and a tool to enhance our self awareness.
So my name is Robbie Anjay Falses, and today I'm going to report or discuss the topic stop and think. So what is stop and think? So before making any decisions, it is nice to take a moment to think about the following. So first is the situation itself, and B, your role in the situation, and C, other internal external factors such as people who might get involved in the results of the decisions and potential effects of the decision. So, what is the importance of deliberate decision making? So, sa ngayon, ang ating mundo ay fast-paced. We are often bombarded with mga decision na both malaki and maliit. So, from choosing to what to eat or anong lunch mo or anong making your life altering choices, yung pressure is we have to make the right decision. It can be so overwhelming. But what if there is a way na we can approach this decision making with more clarity and confidence, right? So, yung stop and think, it is a powerful reminder that rushing into a decision na naglilid siya sa unintended consequences. It is simple yet profound approach na nag-encourage sa atin to take a step back and consider the full scope of the situation bago tayo gumawa ng action. So parang yung slogan na yung think before you click, ayun. So i-break down natin yung elements na to. So first is understanding the situation. 'Di ba? Yung sa A. Yung first step ng to fully know the context of the decision na nakakaharap mo. So this is involves asking yourself, so what is the problem or ano yung opportunity? Ito yung parang nagki-clear or nagde-define ng issue at hand. So ano pa yung relevant na tamang information o yung mga facts na nagagather as much as data as possible to ma-inform yung pag-decision making natin. Ano ba yung yung mga relevant na information? Ayun. So ano yung mga tapos next naman is ano yung potential risk and rewards na pwede natin makuha sa pag-decision na to. So kailangan natin i-weigh yung potential positive and negative outcomes nung gagawin nating decision sa ating situation. So ayun yung sa pag-understand ng ating situation. Kumbaga parang nag-a-analyze tayo ng kung paano natin magtitake ng action sa decision. So next is defining your role. So once na na-understand natin yung situation, it is crucial na i-consider yung position natin and influence within sa atin, sa loob natin. So we need to ask ourselves, so what is my responsibility dito sa situation na to? Ano yung mga obligation and also yung limitation sa pag nag-decide tayo or nag-make ng choice? Next is, ano ba yung goals ko and yung values? How does my decisions align with my personal or professional objectives? And also, in defining the role, we also need to know the strength and the weaknesses. So how can we leverage our skill and address the potential limitations? So next naman is, we need to analyze the internal and external factors. It is I think the final step to consider para mag-broad man yung impact natin sa ating pagdesisyon both within at sa ating sarili with our immediate circle and beyond. So ito yung nag-involve siya ng mga identifying the stakeholders o sino ba yung ma-affectuhan dun sa ating mga decision na gagawin. And also pag-assess ng mga potential consequences, ano ba yung mga short-term or long-term implications na pwedeng mangyari if nagawa natin tong choice na to. And also, anticipating yung mga potential challenges o ano yung mga obstacle na pwedeng mag-arise and how can we mitigate them. Tapos, ano yung benefits ng pagkakaroon ng decision making? So, by taking the time carefully, we need to consider yung mga factors na kailangan natin significantly to improve yung chances natin in making the decision that is well-informed and aligned with our values and likely to lead a positive outcomes. So, this process na kaya nitong makatulong sa atin sa pag-decision making. So, hindi, yung nakaka-apekto sa atin sa pagkaroon ng tamang pag-decision making. So una, it can reduce stress and anxiety. So by taking a structured approach, we can minimize the feelings of overwhelm and uncertainty. Dapat tayo ay marireduce niya yung pag-overthink natin sa ating mga decision pag tayo ay nag-take ng structured approach. So next naman, it can increase our confidence in our choices at it is a truthful decision by making process empowers us to feel more comfortable with the outcome regardless kung ano man yung result. So next naman is also it improves our ability to learn and adapt. So it is by reflecting on the process and the outcomes na nagiging natin sa valuable insights that will inform the future decision. So ayun. So while tempting rush into decision, especially in a fast-paced world, sa pag-decision natin, siyempre napakabilis ng mundo, napakabilis lang naman mag-decision, pero we should take a moment to stop and think. Hindi dapat tayo padalos-dalos. And this stop and think can be a game changer by following a deliberate process that considers the situation, our role or your role, and the potential impact that you can make to be more informed and be more confident and ultimately do a better decisions in our life or in any decision that will be coming in our way.
In a decision making, it is essential to determine both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals are those that need to be accomplished right after or immediately after a decision is made. A long-term goal, on the other hand, is that the result may come out after some time. It is important because that is going to be the basis of what one wishes to accomplish. Sometimes, it requires a sacrifice for someone just to achieve his or her goal, whether short-term or a long-term one. So, ano nga ba kapag sinabi natin goals? Goal serves as a direction to help us achieve what we want to achieve either in the short term or a long period of time. It helps us identify ano ba yung mga importante or dapat nating unahin and gawin to achieve something, and it tracks our progress as well. Now, the main difference between the two is that short-term goals, these are the goals that you aim to achieve soon, typically within days, weeks, or a few months. They are often stepping stones toward a larger objective. For example, studying for an exam. You're not just studying for an exam, but you're also aiming for a better grades. And this can be achieved through a short period of time. Long-term goal, on the other hand, is a much bigger type of goal. They represent bigger achievements and require sustained effort over time. Examples include graduating from a program. Hindi naman natin ma-achieve ang pag-graduate ng college in just a small period of time. Kailangan natin magsimula from daycare hanggang 4th-year college. Kaya natin siya nasabi as a long-term goal. It requires more effort and determination than short-term goal. But nonetheless, they are both important because they represent bigger achievements and require sustained effort over time.
Good day, everyone. I am Shallow Gomez. And now, I will be presenting the third step of moral reasoning, which is determine facts. So, bago tayo magdesisyon, siguraduhin lahat ng importante at kailangan na impormasyon ay dapat i-consider muna natin. So, paano ba natin ito gagawin? Una, Tingnan muna natin kung ano ang alam natin at pagkatapos ay itanong natin sa sarili natin kung ano pa ang kailangan nating malaman. Example, kung nagde-decide tayo kung anong bibilhin na gamot para sa sakit ng kapatid natin, syempre iisipin natin kung ano ang mga gamot na available at kung ano ang mga pinapakitang sintomas ng kapatid natin. Bilang karagdagan, hahanapin din natin ang ibang impormasyon tungkol sa mga side effects ng mga gamot na ito upang masigurado na hindi natin mapapalala ang sakit ng kapatid natin. Sunod, bukas ka dapat sa pagtanggap ng ibang impormasyon tungkol sa desisyon na ginagawa mo. Siguraduhin ang mga facts na nakuha mo ay maaasahan at credible, dahil dito ibebase ang iyong mga desisyon. Example, kung may ibang tao na may karanasan sa gamot na gusto mong bilhin, pwede mo silang pakinggan. Pero tingnan mo rin kung sila ay doktor o may kaalaman sa gamot para mas makasigurado ka. Bilang karagdagan, mahalaga rin ang reliability and credibility. Isaalang-alang ang kredibilidad ng mga tao na nagbibigay ng impormasyon. Tiyakin na ang mga source ng impormasyon ay mapagkakatiwalaan. Example, kung may narinig ka na rekomendasyon mula sa kaibigan mo na hindi naman eksperto, mas mabuting i-verify ang impormasyon sa mga doctors o sa mga trusted medical websites. Suriin din ang mga impormasyon batay sa honesty, accuracy, and memory. Mahalaga ito para masigurong tama ang mga facts na gagamitin mo sa desisyon. Example, kung nag-research ka sa internet, tingnan mo kung ang article ay mula sa reputable source tulad ng mga medical journals o health organizations. Huwag basta-basta maniniwala sa mga hindi kilalang websites. Bilang summary, sa proseso ng moral reasoning, mahalaga ang pagkolekta ng tamang impormasyon. Dapat ito ay reliable at credible, at ang mga sources ay dapat may magandang reputasyon. Sa ganitong paraan, mas makakagawa ka ng informed na decision. So ayun lamang po para sa aking report. Thank you!
So the fourth step of moral reasoning is to develop options or develop options. So the first statement says that once you know what your goals are and facts are well considered already, then you can make a list of actions that are possibly be your options. So in step 1, it's like you're identifying your goals and options. So the first step emphasizes the importance of clearly defining your goals and ensuring that you have gathered all relevant facts. So once na-establish na siya, you can create a comprehensive list of potential actions or choices na pwede mong gawin. Also, this process involves critical thinking and reflection of your objectives, which are essential sa ethical decision-making, and understanding what you aim to achieve helps in assessing the implications of each options na ginawa mo. So, the second statement says that if it is about life decision, you can talk to someone you trust the most so you can broaden your perspective and think of new choices. If you can think of only one or two choices, you are probably not thinking hard enough. So, in step 2, it is about seeking perspectives. That suggests na kapag you are faced with significant life decisions, it can be beneficial to consult someone, lalo na kapag pinagkakatiwalaan mo talaga. And in ethical decision-making, it often requires considering multiple viewpoints and options that ensures that your decision is well-rounded and justified.
So, consider consequences. After developing options which are possibly your basis of action, you must consider consequences of each option. Filter your choices to determine if any of your option will violate an ethical consideration, and then omit unethical option. And think of its long-term consequences and act in accordance to the spirit of fairness and justice. Identify who will be affected by your decision and how the decision is likely to affect them. So, dito po, kailangan po mag-focus ka rin sa magiging epekto ng desisyon mo sa mga tao sa paligid mo. At tanungin mo rin po kung magiging patas po ba ang option para sa lahat ng maapektuhan. Halimbawa po sa isang sitwasyon kung saan kailangan mong magdesisyon sa trabaho na makakaapekto sa mga kasama mo. Mahalaga po na hindi lamang sa sarili mo ang isipin mo, kailangan isipin mo rin po ang magiging kalagayan ng ibang katrabaho mo at kung paano mo sila maaapektuhan sa magiging desisyon mo. Kung ang desisyon mo ay makapinsala sa kanilang kapakanan, ay maituturing itong hindi ethical po. Ang ganitong proseso ng pagdesisyon ay makatutulong upang manatili kang patas at makatarungan. Hindi lamang po sa kasalukuyan, kundi pati na rin po sa hinaharap.
So, the next topic is choose. So, what is choose? After consideration of all the consequences from the options, decide now. If you are doubtful of your choice, try the following. Kung nagda-doubt tayo sa mga choices natin, we should try this following techniques or advices. First is A, to talk to people who you trust. B, think of someone who you think has the character and of good decision maker. And C, if people around you found out your decision, would you be comfortable and proud? D, follow the golden rule, which is to treat others the way you want to be treated and keep your promises. So, now this. So, una is we have to consider all the consequences. So, this is the foundation ng good decision na it means to take a holistic view or yung kabuang view from looking beyond immediate benefits. It also to consider the long-term repercussions of yourself, others, and the situation as a whole. So, if in doubt, seek guidance. Right? So when uncertainty lingers, it's wise to reach out for other support. First is we have to talk to a trusted people. It is nagko-confine in people na nire-respeto, and trust can be provided into a valuable perspective and insights. So they can see or they might see things na na-miss natin or na-offer natin sa different angle on the situation. Next is B, is to take inspiration or seek inspiration from good decision makers. So, maganda ding factors to also because, for example, think of someone you admire for their sound judgment. What would they do in this situation? So, yung example nila can be a powerful guide. So, next is comfort and pride test. So, this is a crucial step for it is a crucial step for ensuring on how yung decision natin nag-align sa ating values. Would you be comfortable and proud if your choice become public knowledge? If the answer is no, and then no, it might be a sign that your decision needs a further reflection. So, need mo pa ng malawakang reflection. Next is the golden rule. So, ano ba itong golden rule? This timeless principle na nag-emphasize siya ng empathy and fairness. Gusto mo bang i-treat ka the way your decision and impacts to others? Would you want to keep your promises to everyone na involved? So, yung golden rule, nag-encourage siya to consider yung mga impact sa ating choices and on others and act with integrity. So, by putting this together, these steps, nag-create siya ng powerful framework for decision making. So, nag-encourage siya to be thorough, to be open, to be self-aware, and be ethical. So, as a reporter, I see the consequences of poor decisions since I also face many decision making in my everyday life. From political scandals to personal tragedies, the failure to consider these aspects sa mga situation can be devastating effects to us. And these guidelines would provide a powerful tool to help us navigate complex choices na nagmimik sa decision natin that are both responsible and ethical.
So, last po is monitor and modify. Ethical decision maker monitor the effect of their decision and are willing to modify their decision. To it takes a lot of humility and courage to do such. It is necessary if the decision had been made has a lot of ethical consideration. Do not hesitate to revise your decision considering new development in the situation. So, halimbawa po, kunwari po ang isang kapitan may naisip na project po para sa kanilang barangay. Nung una, akala niya po ay makatutulong po yung project na yun para sa lahat. Pero, nung nakita niya po yung nagre-resulta, napansin niya na may mga tao palang naapektuhan ng negative po. Sa ganong sitwasyon po, kung siya po ay isang tunay na ethical na namumuno sa kanilang barangay, handa siyang baguhin ang desisyon niya at ayusin po ang project para hindi po nakakasama ito sa iba. Kahit na nangangulugan po ito na dagdag po sa trabaho o pag-amin na hindi tama ang unang desisyon niya. Ang ganitong klaseng action po ay nangangailangan ng kababaang loob at lakas ng loob pero mahalaga po ito para matiyak na ang desisyon ay patas at makatao, lalo na kung may bagong impormasyon na lumalabas po sa sitwasyon.
So in conclusion, the 7-step process of moral reasoning serves as a valuable guide in making thoughtful and ethical decisions. Each step encourages us to pause, reflect, and consider not just our immediate needs, but also the broader implications of our choices. First, it's essential to stop and think about the situation and our role within it. Understanding the context and potential effects on others helps us navigate our decisions with care. Next, we need to clarify our goals, both short-term and long-term. Knowing what we aim to achieve allows us to prioritize our actions and understand the sacrifices that may be necessary along the way. As we determine the facts, we should ensure that our information is reliable and accurate. Engaging with trustworthy sources enhances our understanding and helps us make informed choices. Once we have our goals and facts, we can develop options. It's important to brainstorm multiple possibilities and seek input from trusted individuals to expand our perspectives. After listing our options, we must consider the consequences of each choice. Filtering out unethical options and assessing the long-term effects ensures that our decisions align with our values of fairness and justice. When it comes time to choose, we should reflect on our comfort with our decisions. Talking to others and considering how our choice would be perceived can guide us toward a more responsible outcome. Finally, remember to monitor and modify our decisions as necessary. Ethical decision-making is an ongoing process that requires humility and the willingness to adapt as new information arises. By following these steps, we empower ourselves to make choices that are not only beneficial to us, but also considerate of the impact on others. And that wraps up our today's video about the 7th step of moral reasoning. Again, we are the Group 7. Thank you for watching!